Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Internal Intentions. I hope everybody's well today. I have a lot of downloads, so I'm just going to jump into those and we're going to cleanse the energy. It's a beautiful day today. So if you are seeing the numbers 144, 1120, 1234, 555, which is change coming, 444, you are protected, 1212, and 1011, then this message is most likely for you. Also, something about, I heard, ready to introduce you to the others. I don't know what that is. Ready to introduce you to the others. Not sure what that's about. And also to go along with that, just not being sure to trust that, like unsure, unable to trust. Also, something about a review, like doing a review for a new product and something seeming extremely real. I'm not sure what that's about. Also, there was something about swiping a card, like like for access into a place, like swiping a swipe card, and gaining access. Not sure what that's about either, but we're gonna find out. Thought I lost some juice there. And then also a big image of an angel, like huge, like seeing the wings, and they're holding a spear. Um, and then also just paying attention to your dreams right now. And then the only other thing is the sound of a swing set, like a child or a person, doesn't matter. The sound of the chains, like the swing set, like creaking back and forth. So we're just going to jump right into it. I don't know. It was just some weird things that came to me. So let's jump in. Let's get it started. See what the energy is today. All right. Let's start with these. So, what's going on today? Let's get a message. Heavenly Father, holy angels, Holy Spirit, we just ask that you help us, guide us, and protect us. Give us a word that we can use in our everyday life. And we thank you for it now. Divinely guide us. And all right. Be fearless. Be fearless. Someone's been looking down and not holding their head up high. They have so much light within them. There may be something hidden that they're not seeing because they're not looking up. Spirit is flowing around them. Compassion. You're asked to lift that head up and look forward. Your chakras are aligned right now. The color purple. Third eye is coming to mind. Yeah, I think you need to see something clearly. Mother Earth. Be fearless. 22 could be of importance. So yeah, I think you're connected right now, but there might be something limiting your vision. You're being asked to hold that head up. Limitless on the bottom. I think you have a very strong connection to Earth and the divine and the world. I think you're being asked to show compassion. Maybe there's something you need to share with the world right now. Let's see what else. Holding these upside down. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the results. So yeah, maybe you're not seeing something right now. You need to believe even if you're not seeing it right now. Lift that head up. You're missing something. The universe has big plans for you, and it's time to claim them. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. Gosh, clear my throat chakra. Yeah, I think the divine has big plans for you. And I actually think he wants you to like reach out into the world. He's guiding you. His angels are guiding you. And maybe you're looking down. Maybe you're not standing in your purpose right now, or you're having some fear. Maybe you've been wanting to launch something or share something with the world, maybe online or just in your community, and you're holding back. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I am aligned in the moment. And again, that image of just, it's actually on multiple cards. The image of like spreading something viral, something that needs to be shared. I think maybe you've been worrying or in fear about this idea or thoughts in your head that you actually, there's purpose to share it and that it's going to impact the world around you. I think you're a very powerful being. And maybe all these downloads, maybe you actually get downloads and your third eye and your crown is like flaring right now. I think that you need to trust that divine guidance that you're getting. And every time you hear a word or something, it's very subtle. Write it down. But don't be afraid to take that step to like share whatever that is. Let's see more though. Let's jump in, okay? We're going to start with the traditional tarot today. Let's see what's going on. Give us some divine messages. The color green. You know, something else I was picking up was some high sexual energy. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I don't know. And something kind of interfering with that. Maybe like an interruption, almost like somebody walks in the room when you're like getting ready. I don't know, that's weird, but probably specific for somebody, but maybe somebody's interrupt you recently, maybe a child or just somebody barging in. Hopefully you're not getting caught doing something you don't want to be caught doing. I just got chills. That's funny. Oh, the high priestess. Yeah. You have divine messages coming to you. You have sight of the unknown. You have supernatural abilities. You're being divinely guided right now. And I think there is something that you need to share. I'm being called to the scroll in her lap. Like you have messages. And this doesn't mean like even on a broad scale. This could be either globally or something very close to you, like with family and friends or work, or you have messages. Maybe you're feeling something. I'm sorry the lighting is going up and down. The clouds are really out today, but it is so beautiful. The sun just kind of keeps peeking in and out. So I hope you can see. That might be significant. Yeah. But I think you're being divinely guided right now. Let's get some more. Yeah, I think you have an idea. I think you have an idea that you've been wanting to share. And I think that it's in the beginning stages and it's ready to flow. Don't hold up your progress out of fear. Page of Swords. Yeah, a message, a truth. People could be talking. There's those clouds in the sky. You know, sometimes the clouds go by and it hides something, and then all of a sudden it's revealed, and then it hides again. So I'm not sure what that is, but I'm kind of seeing that. But yeah, there's a message either that you need to give or a message coming in. There could be some gossiping right now. The Emperor. Yeah, I think you're being led to not be afraid, to take authority over your life. There also could be somebody that's not being very nice. You know, you could have this positive divine message, and then there's somebody who's just raining on your parade and not being very nice. Flip it where it needs to go. But take authority over your life regardless. You have power. It's in your hands. You're wearing your crown again, the crown chakra, sacral chakra, creativity, and sexual passion. Woof. Something's hidden though. I think it needs to come out. Queen of Wands. Lots of passion. Yeah. You're protected right now. You're holding some seeds, some messages. You're holding on to them very tightly. You have passion about what you want to share. There maybe has been some mountains or something holding you back from doing this. I think you kind of have been turning the blind eye a little bit, that you don't want to talk about something. Your creativity is on fire right now. And, excuse me, the season has got the best of me. I know you guys probably hear in these videos that I have the sniffles a lot. I just started taking a medication to help with that. I guess allergies or whatnot, but yeah. So a little bit going on here. So protect yourself. Protect yourself in this season. So you're resting right now. Maybe you're not doing anything. You're kind of like, again, pay attention to your dreams. When we are relaxing, that is, and sleeping, that is our most relaxed state when we can receive the most. We're always tense. You know, pay attention when your shoulders are like up. Like take a deep breath and release that down. We're meant to feel relaxed and flow in this world. Tension and resistance will block your intuition. So just pay attention to that. But yeah, maybe you're sleeping on this idea right now. You're divinely protected, and I think you're being urged to believe in the spiritual guidance that you have and be certain in the freedom that you have. It's available to you. You are a supernatural being, and you're different, and you have passion for this thing. So I hope nobody's trying to block you or be mean to you. We need more. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you're being divinely guided right now. You're having a spiritual awakening. Again, that big angel with a spear, ready to fight for you, to protect you from anybody coming against you right now. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't lay yourself in a coffin. You're not, don't stop your progress out of fear. Fear is debilitating. I've actually dealt with it in my younger years. Anxiety and fear will debilitate you. Push past that. Cut through the illusions. You are powerful. You create your reality. You know what you want for your life. You're just peeking out right now. Like literally, that's coming through, like peeking out. Like almost not wanting to be seen just yet. Just peeking out. You're protected. You can do this thing. Reveal yourself to the humans. I love it. You have strength and patience. And maybe God's being patient with you right now and trying to kind of hold. You know what? That's another thing. That's wild. That's another thing. I had seen an image of a small kitten, and it was like crying, and you had to like comfort it, and it just wanted to be close to your chest. And having patience and knowing that, there's a thing of being like a spiritual baby and wanting to feel that compassion and protection and feeling safe. And God's being patient with you right now. He knows what's been on your mind. He knows your passions. It's your desires. And we actually don't come up with our desires. The universe and God gives us our desires. They're meant to be fulfilled. It's when we hold back and we have fear. You have the ability to do anything that you put your mind to. And you'll be praised. And God will get glory for your actions. Move past, push through. Yeah, push through. The truth is that you can move freely into this thing that you want to do. The light will come out and shine upon you. Big sounds of success blaring. It's going to reach. You're going to impact the world around you. I know this comes out a lot, but I think that people sit in their passions and they don't move. They don't move. Yeah. Take the risk. Take the chance. Don't be afraid to take the leap of faith. You're divinely protected right now. You have support around you. You're being divinely led. So listen to every subtle little thing that comes to you and follow freely. Take A deep breath in, rest in it, flow easy. Flow easy. This thing is important to you. You're protecting it at all costs. I'm going to get another deck. Give us some messages. What else? What else? Yeah, I think you're clothed in like the divine. You may like to like get dressed and like look good when you go out. Somebody likes shoes. Like you change them often to look good with each outfit. Yeah. Maybe you've been doing too much and you need to rest. You've taken a leap of faith and you've moved. You know, this is for so many people. So take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. Maybe you've taken a move. Maybe you have a kitten. I don't know what these things are. Maybe you have access to something new. Maybe a door is opening for you. Give us a message that you'd like us to receive today. We're open. We're open to hear from you. So yeah, there's some restriction here. Some destructive behavior. But also, I mean, maybe some addiction or attachment. And maybe you are sitting in your shadow self and not wanting to move into the light. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe you kind of go in and out, which that is important. We have to sit with our shadow self. We are two. We are both. So show yourself grace. There could be some codependency or some toxic things going on right now. But also releasing limited beliefs. If your mind is literally like putting that in there and like you can't move out of that, it's time to move out of that. Limited beliefs. Ending of an unpleasant experience. Recovery. Again, sexual attraction. I don't know what this is, but let's get into it. I don't know. It might be good or bad, but it feels a little good. But again, don't get caught doing something you don't want to do or get caught doing. You probably want to do it. I don't know. Be careful. Be careful. Oh boy. There is harmony for you. I think you're a very responsible person. There's Capricorn energy here. Okay, something's changing here. So you've had some grief, some loss. You're feeling regretful right now and disappointed, feeling unloved and abandoned. You just want to be accepted. You maybe need to give some forgiveness to people, and maybe you're asking for forgiveness. Get into a state of gratitude, being thankful for what you do have, what you have had, and what God's going to do for you. Nothing is happening to you. It's always happening for you. Find your peace. Let some of that go. You still have something there for you. Scorpio energy. Not all is lost, is what I'm saying. You may be like sitting in the feelings and they're being exaggerated. You know, sometimes we get all worked up And things aren't as big as they seem, and we exaggerate them. We get so deep in the emotion of it that it's very easy to get up out of that thing. You might be feeling instability right now, and you just want to feel free. Maybe there's been a lot of changes in your life right now, and it's hard to kind of cope and flow. What else? You're being protected. I just can't say that enough. You could have moved away from a city. Water could be important to you. 555 again. Change. King of Wands. So we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here. Yeah, you're a strong leader. You have charm. You're very attractive. You have courage. You're a visionary. I think you're very mature and career driven and very successful, actually. But maybe you did get into something that was a big temptation and it took you down a very sad and very disappointed path. Maybe maybe you did have something going on with somebody and you got caught. You don't want people to look at you in a twisted view. You like feeling that people look at you in such high stature, and you don't want your reputation tarnished. You're very unique. Fire energy. Sagittarian. Yeah. You have drive right now, and I think you're taking a different direction. If you have been dealing with somebody and they brought you down or some things didn't turn out the way you thought, I think you're going down a different direction and you're trying to take control over your life. And I think you've made a lot of progress. You're taking action and you're very determined. And again, very successful. There's going to be movement. You're definitely moving away from this thing, this person, place, or thing that brought you down. Very determined. You have courage and strength and direction now. And I think you're taking the reins and you're ready to go. Again, a different city. Somebody really could be moving right now. You have divine support and shelter. Maybe you've went without shelter for a while. You have shelter now. Stability is coming back for you. I think you were out in the cold for a minute. Dipping into the light and then dipping into the dark. There could have been some temptations here. I almost see some infidelity. Judgment again. A renewal. A rebirth. You're taking action to change things. An inner calling and awakening. Forgiveness again. I think you might need to forgive your actions. Forgive yourself and somebody else. Also, like an absolution, an ending, like you know the truth now. You know where you stand. People are impacted by you. So maybe that's why your reputation is so important to you. But don't worry about the future and know all is well. Be aligned in the present moment. Don't look at the past. Don't look at the future. Be right in the present. Stand where your feet are, is what I say. Whew. I think you're trying to make sure that your family is stable. You have a lot of abundance. Family is super important to you. Again, I see pets. You're very established. Financial stability is important to you, and long-term success. You could be very driven. Virgo energy. I think you've went through some problems and some lack of stability and afraid of change, because when you've kind of become really successful and you make a move, you're like, am I going to be able to stand at this height of success if I change careers or a job? Again, I'm seeing another city, a bridge, birds, bluebirds, pets. I think you like animals a lot. Children. You have opportunities right now for change. You have some decisions to make. I do think you had wishful thinking when it came to this maybe other connection. I don't know. I'm really getting this sexual connection. It was fantasy. You were daydreaming about this person like regularly, like very passion, fiery, sexual attraction. You had options, and it was like you only wanted this one person. And again, I think you were dealing with somebody else. You know, our choices, it's like you don't know if things are going to work out the way you want them to or not. There's something I say, you know, making sure that when you're dealing with somebody, are they worth taking the risk? You know, we always say we don't want to get hurt. I'm like, you know, every experience is purposeful, whether you get hurt or not. You grow from every experience. So, you know, you're worth the risk. If I get hurt, I know that I would have rather experienced you and the things that you're going to teach me, and vice versa, than to not at all. You're going to gain inner strength and confidence. I think you're very into tradition and structure. You felt disempowered lately, and the fears again, I think you're afraid of something. You're afraid of either moving, sharing yourself with somebody. You have doubts about if you're making the right decision. Like you're feeling a little trapped in your thoughts right now. They're self-imposed restrictions. It's a victim mentality, and you could be isolating right now. But I think you desire freedom. You want to be open. And maybe you are feeling empowered in a way to get out of this negative mindset. You need to accept yourself for who you are, flaws and all. You're very strong. And there's a limitless universe out there. God is with you, and nothing is impossible with God. And I say that all the time. Yeah, again, good leader. You are an emperor. You are a king of cups. You're highly emotional. You're very tolerant and compassionate. Compassion coming up again. You're balanced, considerate, supportive, and generous. I think you're extremely generous. And maybe you're taking advantage of it at times. Yes. I think that there's a duality here. When I'm thinking about this dark and light, the yin to the yang, there's a duality. Maybe to you or someone you're dealing with, you really need to flip this where it goes. Um, they could be like super compassionate and then be super cold. They could be tolerant and then obsessive. They actually could be manipulative and moody, but also supportive and generous. I don't know. Like, I'm hearing bipolar, but I don't like labels. I used to put labels on myself, and I think there's a time right now in the world we do not need to claim anything. It is truly just that we are being ourselves and we change all the time, and there is a two different sides of us, sometimes multiple. I think we adapt accordingly. We can only act as evolved as we are internally at the moment. And we're all changing and growing every day, maturing. But maybe there is somebody that flips the script on you. Yeah, balance, back and forth, flipping back and forth. I swear it just comes. I don't know. Imbalance, excess, overindulgence, addiction again. Somebody could be drinking too much or doing anything, any substance too much. Somebody is on a self-healing journey and getting realigned right now. But there's balance and harmony in moderation. And maybe you need to be patient with this person, that there was purpose for dealing with them, and you're finding the meaning behind it. I think that they were on a long journey to healing. Again, I'm seeing that big angel with the spear. Maybe it's cutting through the illusions. You could have high emotions for this person and you want to forgive them and give them a chance because they have changed. This is a scenario. I don't know. I just flow with it. So everybody's situation is different. I'm going to grab one more deck and then we'll grab some charms and head out. I just encourage you to not limit yourself, to have compassion for yourself and others, to offer grace as you have been given grace, and really like share your story with somebody because it could help someone and many. Whatever it is, your little idea, your little peeking out, maybe you've been peeking out, it's time to pop out. Yeah, strength again. It's time to pop out. Like literally. Show the courageous, beautiful person you are. You're protected. Again, I'm getting pets. This is crazy. A support animal. That came up shortly ago. I think you've had a close connection with this person for a very long time, and you actually feel like the connection is always going to be there. You may be on two different paths right now, and you're being patient. You're lifting your head up and looking forward and saying, okay, I've been down for a while and I actually have to keep it moving. I got to keep it moving. Yeah, there's a connection, a divine connection. Same sex um, relationship could be significant. That's not for everybody. You guys have poured into each other. You guys have taught each other a lot. You could have held hands. Interracial relationship could be significant. Not for everybody. I think God saw how important you were to each other and allowed this connection to happen for purpose, for His glory. Something may have happened within it that actually impacted and changed the whole trajectory of life around both of you. You're both coming out gold. Your lives are both going to be full of prosperity, overflowing. You may come back together. You may not. I think it may have been for a season. Although there's a ring. There's a ring on one of the hands. And you look like as if you have like matching bracelets of some sort or something. There's maybe a momentum that you hold on to that was given to you by this person. A necklace, ring, bracelet, something. Something. Whew. All right. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you were juggling. This reading's going a whole nother way. I think you were juggling. The duality thing, the emotions going up and down, maybe juggling two people, or the emotions going up and down. Maybe this person has some, again, looking down and not looking up. Sometimes the person that is meant to be in your life is right in front of you, right? And you're not looking up. Oh, conflict. Lots of interference. People are trying to climb their way to the light, trying to maybe get attached to your passion, your fire inside. People are falling away. They can't find you right now. You're actually focused on yourself right now. There could have been a lot of people interfering in this connection. Or you two could have just had a ton of conflict. There's been a big change, but I think you guys were super passionate about each other. Super passionate. Like big arguments. Like fiery, like it put you guys both in a dark place. I think it knocked you both down, to be honest. Whew. I don't know. Let's speed it up here. Ace of Swords, the truth. I think you both could not see, or you know how you can't receive. Everybody has their own truth or their own perception of how something happened, and it winds in their mind, right? And sometimes we can't hear the other person, and it creates arguments. You have to be in a healed space to actually hear and receive the hurt or the conflicts, to see the other perspective of the other person. You have to be in a healed space to receive that, to receive the truth and actually absorb it and come to like a mutual agreement. I think that's happening. I think your mind is expanding. And I think you guys are about to have like a conversation that's going to take you through this long journey that you guys have went through together. And it's going to shed light on the situation. And you both are going to have an aha moment. You're going to get it. And there's going to be healing. I think you're both going to see the purpose and why all these things had to happen. So many steps. I see so many different scenarios, so many different arguments. Somebody could have a nose ring. You've been going through your mind and combing over this over and over and over again. Just feeling like you're not getting anywhere. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I think you're just going to keep moving in life. You're moving quickly right now into something else that brings you excitement. There's passion here. I think you're a free spirit and you like to just have fun and feel relaxed. And maybe this person makes you feel tense and down. I think you need to sit alone right now and dance to your own beat. Bang on your own drum. Create your own life. Heal. Have passion for your own life right now. Knight of Swords. Yeah, truth. It's time for you to be in your own space, to create your own passions, to run toward your own goals. Again, moving fast. I think you're moving fast. You're taking flight right now. You're about to gallop. You're about to zoom off. I think maybe you're leaving. You're on to another adventure. This cycle has been completed. The arrow. There's a bow and arrow on his back. You're ready to fight anything in your way with fiery darts, blocking anything being projected at you. You're protecting yourself right now. You have little angels following you. They're all around you. You're being kept warm. You have shelter, like I said. You may like to ride motorcycles or horseback riding. Nature. You're on a new path. King of Wands. Yeah. You have strength right now. You're ready. You're ready to stand on your own. You're clothing yourself in newness. You're very attractive, whoever you are. I think you've maybe even been working out, focusing on yourself. What's going on here? Three of Wands. Yeah, you're heading out. You're ready. You're ready. You've been contemplating it a long time. And you're protecting yourself. You've turned your head to everything. You're turning away from everything. You're like, I'm in this bubble. I'm getting peace now. I'm tired of all the conflict coming at me. I think there's multiple people that have been coming at you. Or one person that just keeps trying to beat you like a stick over your head, like over and over, like trying to get you to get it. You're just like turning a blind eye. You're over it. You're in prayer right now. You're in peace. You're off to calmer waters. The sun is about to shine. And I think it's important to alchemize all that negative energy, whatever this was. And like I said, come back in a healed space. And I think then you can hear from each other. I'm going to get a few charms. Sorry, this is kind of long. Actually, I want to grab a few letters and see if we can get some specifics. Just to see if anything comes out. Let's see. UTIDHA. Another I. L. E. I'll leave these out here because you never know. I'm seeing Zales. A ring has been purchased. Utah. A lie has been told or had. Somebody likes to wear hats. Someone laid down with someone. Again. Oof. Hail. Delilah. Liza. Holly. Hallie. Haley. A dud. Something just didn't work out. It didn't work. Time for you to live. A tale, a fib, again a lie. Someone, I hate to say this, but someone could have passed away that you loved. Light. Evelyn. Thai. Could be like Thai food is what I'm getting. Dial. Somebody could be calling, or you want to call somebody up. Dial. Like you want to talk to somebody. Utica. Hate. Maybe you hate somebody and that's where that forgiveness needs to come through. An axe. Yeah, I think you're chopping down the dead wood. Or taking up roots over it. Something that has caused you a lot of strife in your life. Again, reminding me of a sword that the truth needs to be told. You're chopping up the roots. Something you may have grew with someone, or something could be coming against you, and you're taking it from the roots. You're chopping it down. You're going to make it into something else. You're going to use that and turn it into something else. So again, whatever it was purposeful in your life, because you're going to take whatever you learned from that situation and you're going to use it for something else. That's beautiful. A key. You have the key to success now. And you also, I think this person probably has a key to your heart. I'm hearing the song by Kehlani, Folded, and I'm just thinking how, like, even though you guys are apart, like, if they knocked on your door today, you'd answer it. You'd open the door. You'd let them in. I think they were beautiful to you. They made you feel safe and was treacherous at times. You may have adorned them with gifts. You guys used to be very playful. I have a letter A here. First, middle, or last name could start with A. Aid. Like you came to this person's aid. Tidal. Like a tidal wave. Like emotions up and down. They were the apple of your eye. And this could actually make you feel very sad. I hope everybody has a blessed day, and I hope this helps somebody. It is very dark in here, so I hope the light shines on you today. And don't forget to be courageous. You have limitless possibilities in life. You create your own reality, and everything, all is well. Take care. Thank you so much. Come back.